Greetings, YouTube. Most of the time when I get messages behind the scenes, I don't tell you about them because they're not really relevant. And, you don't need to know about them, but that's not the case in today's video because when I did a video in the last 24 hours on the crazy Battlegrounds bug that is causing summoners to end fights like it's the arena, because for some period of time, for some people, and I want to be clear, in the 3 Battlegrounds matches I did on Wednesday, I did not face this bug at all. I got the weakness debuff applied to me when I was too close to the defender, and also I was actually thinking, man, it sucks fighting rank 4 and rank 5 6 stars because they have so much health. So, saw that, and yet, that was not the only bug that happened on Wednesday. And unlike the bug that caused people to have really fast fights, which if you are a whale with the best of the best rosters, and at this point, like, I'll look at a roster and be like, yep, that's gonna be really tough to beat you. You've got all the best champions and all the new champions, and they're all rank 4. For those rosters that are just trying to push through all Battlegrounds tiers, last night or this morning, depending on the time that you played, was a dream because fights ended so fast. And like, you could get 55 or 56,000 points in a Battlegrounds match and lose. That's how quick they were over, which is pretty amazing, but also really benefited the cosmic champs that put out crazy damage, like not just Hercules, of course, but especially Cosmic Ghost Rider and Galactus. But we're going to focus in this video on a second bug that happened this week, and that was also hit me up via Twitter, so I appreciate this. And by the way, Kabam Mike addressed it by saying that it was a bug and not a modder in Battlegrounds. He says, we are working to fix this issue ASAP. And Pascal's said, so are players going to get docked for, whose mistake? So there were a number, I'm going to darken the screen real quick, a number of complaints about this specific bug put into the channel. Skydad23, who tagged me, Rich the Man, and KT, says there was just a bug in Battlegrounds that took away all the nodes and health and attack pool boost, and said, guess how long this bug took to get commented on and fixed by Kabam? A couple of hours. But the biggest thing is, if you have certainly a deck that is formed by around this meta, if you have a strategy that understandably is zeroing in on who's going to work best against these nodes, and then you lose because the person that you're fighting is better at leaning into the fact that that doesn't matter because of the bug, you have a really good argument for some kind of Battlegrounds compensation. And that's kind of what happened, because it says the issue has been resolved, and the comment underneath from Coppin, which I think is a really fair question, is, can we get our energy packs and Elders marks back? I think that's a really important question, because when you look at what happened, you look at essentially that period of time being compromised versus what it was supposed to be in Battlegrounds. And that means that you have summoners that essentially weren't able to have something work, and Kabam loves to say this phrase, as intended. And if something isn't working as intended, the historical ramifications of that is to give back what was supposed to be intended. So I'm not saying Kabam will do this, but we have already seen this month one Battlegrounds compensation pack. And the nice thing about that is Yes, it's usually some Elder's Marks, and yes, it's usually some trophy tokens, but it's nothing like crazy big, and it's not going to break the game. It's not going to break the economy of the game. So Kabam is typically more likely to give that out because it's smaller and faster and easier. I think that would go a long way. Compensation for this would go a long way. So that's the point of this video. I appreciate the tag on Twitter and also the screenshots to make not only my life easier, but also the ability to get the information out easier. Have a great rest of your day.